happy to have you all here. We have a big quorum today, so let's get to it. As you all know, we usually start with how are we feeling, what are our intentions for this call, and if we have any distractions. So I'm feeling good. Feeling good of being here and hosting this call. This is going to be the last one that I will be hosting of the governance call. Um, my intentions is to do this as good as possible and get all your valuable opinions into the governance and I don't know, get the group updated. And I have no distractions. I will be fully in. So with this, I'll pass it to, let's see, I'll pass it to Rochelle.
Hi everyone. I'm feeling good, and my intentions for this call is to listen and sync up and participate. And my focus for the week is to work on few payments left and also summarize the August payments for reimbursement. And yeah, I'll pass it to Mateo.
Thank you for sharing. Hey guys, wish you a happy week. For me, I'm not distracted, just here to listen and be present. I'll pass it to Sugar.
Thanks. Hi, everybody. Good to see you. My intentions are to sync up and pay attention to governance matters, and I don't really have any distractions apart from the usual stuff. And I'll pass to Marco.
GM, everybody. My intentions for this call is to sync up on the governance issues. I missed the last call, so I'm not sure if I missed anything since then. Distractions, I connected through my mobile. I got to kick off the room, so maybe that's just a little bit of distraction right now. Intentions for this week, I think I need to sync up on where design is standing right now and maybe just check up on that. Yeah, that's basically it. Then I pass it over to Monique.
Hello, guys. Thank you, Marco. I'm good. My intention for this call is just to sync. My focus for the week is just to finalize the categories and filtering and sorting, and we can push it forward. And I'm a little bit distracted. I have to leave in less than 30 minutes, and I pass it to Tropical Mango.
Hey guys, no distraction. My intention is to kind of table the Give Power delegation. I put together, what do you call that? Like Ashley's event template. So I put that and also kind of wrote it out as an issue as well. So, it's kind of my first time running through, going through what we need for a campaign. So if you guys have anything I might have missed or anything you want to chip in, let me know. And then the second part of that would be figuring out how does that get picked up in terms of these are things coming down the pipe, who jumps where, for what, when. So I just want to maybe ask for some guidance on that for Give Power delegation. And I will pass it to Almond.
Thank you, Tropical Mango GM, to everyone. My intentions for this call would be to keep learning about the Giveth governance process and details, and my distractions. I haven't had full sleep the last day, so maybe that would be a distraction. And I pass it to Franco. Franco, have you ever passed?
Thank you, Alman. Hi, everyone. Happy Monday. Intention for the call, just sync up, listen in what's happening, and no distractions today, so I'm fully here. And I'll pass it to Nico.
Thank you so much, Franco. Happy Monday, everyone. I'm feeling great, and my intention for this call is to be updated. And fortunately, I don't have any distractions right now. My focus for the week is to assist Rochelle on payments, buddy call updates, and remind those people who still needs to post their role proposals, and yeah, to help everyone where I can. I'm passing it to Nicola. Have you gone?
No, I haven't. Thank you. I hope you can hear me well, guys. I am feeling super grateful to be back in a flow with you. It's just so nice to be excited coming back to work after vacation. And my focus for the week is a lot catching up. For this call, I want to sync up and catch up and see what's happening in the governance sector. And also, so the focus for the week is I'm going to be preparing for facilitating my first calls and AMA and communities builders, and I'm super excited about it. And also Kickstarter call for Meet the Makers and get that one thing moving. And I want to really support and make sure that I'm able to co-host with Kotabe, the Twitter space that actually Almond is organizing. And I could just keep going. There's a lot, so I'll do my best to stay organized this week. No distractions, really. I'm fully ready. And I am going to pass it on to Santi.
Thank you, Nicola. Good morning, everyone. I I just want to catch up on governance. I wasn't being able to attend last week. I had a health issue and I was knocked out for almost a week. Besides that, I'm going to be focusing on the PFP collection art, which we probably will be able to finish during this month. And I'll pass it to Jess.
Actually, no, I'm the last one. But yeah, no distraction and intention. Just to sync up with everyone, and yeah, that's it. That's I'm the last one.
Awesome, great. So,
Actually, I'll just jump in
oh,
here. I'm actually the last one. Yeah, uh, not. I don't have any. Well, I have just distraction of still being quite sick from last week, getting over some sort of flu here. And otherwise, just wanted to join the call to, yeah, stay up to date on everything and sync up regarding governance.
awesome, great. Thank you so much. Wow, we have a nice crowd today. So let's start with our agenda. So usually the last call, which is the first one that I actually facilitated, but I started with a governance Q&A because I noticed that we have a lot of new people, and so I don't want to go through everything just assuming that everyone knows exactly where to vote, how our governance works. So I usually like to take I like to take some minutes just to see if anyone has any questions about the governance process. Last call, we went a bit through all of our governance tools. Um, I think that it doesn't make sense to do that anymore. Just want to know if there are any new questions from last call to this one. Okay, seems like not. If there is any question, I do advise or suggest you to bring it up, ask around, ask friends, or just ask right now on this call, like if there is any specific question. Moving on, I see that it was, I think, Tropical Mango added this give power delegation,
Is that,
right?
I hope that's the place. I don't know.
Sorry.
I hope that's the right place for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's hear you.
Yeah, so I'm a newbie kind of, but I've never like created a campaign from scratch. So I put a kind of like a plan together with it's called Mural. I found it a bit challenging actually to work with Mural. It didn't feel that intuitive to me, but anyways, I put a kind of a things that we would need for this to announce the Give Power delegation. There's a few pieces to it. There's social media, there's blog posts, there's email newsletter, there's letting our partners know, there's like a little checklist. So now that's because I talked to Ashley and she said step one was kind of like putting the plan together. So now that that's done, how does it work to like, I don't know, do I just put it in GitHub and then that's kind of good and everyone just kind of randomly jumps in? Or can someone just walk me through how it works starting a campaign from scratch? Because
Yeah,
this
I
is
can.
also my first time in a DAO, so I know things are done, well, definitely from what I've seen, things are done differently. So I just want to ask how this works.
I can jump in here. But first, I just want. Does anyone? Is it too distracting my keyboard? Is it noisy?
It's fine on my
All
end.
cool.
Okay. Okay. Good. So I think this is more of a topic for the communications call. Um, so that
Okay, oops.
we're we're still learning, and this mural comms tool is actually quite new. So Ashley just suggested it, and you're actually the first one to use it, Tropical Mango. So I think that we'll still learn, and if it's not too comfortable for you, you can actually bring all that feedback to Ashley on the community's working group in
Okay.
general.
I think
But
it's an amazing tool. Like I use a tool like that all the time called Lucid Chart, but I think it's an amazing tool for strategy or a specific process flow. But in terms of like managing a campaign, it's kind of difficult because it's like it's kind of better to have it in terms of like I don't know, I'm just used to working in things like Asana or Trello or Notion. I think those are a lot more user friendly for like actually the specific tasks that need to be done. So I would be still open to keeping Mural, but more for strategic work or kind of like how I did like the donor flow, like either a specific flow or how something is done or strategy, but actually detailing out specific tasks. It was really, I found I don't know, it didn't feel easy. And then it doesn't seem that great because, for example, when you put something in Notion, you can put when the due date is, you can put maybe dependencies, you can put who's assigned to it, you can put like a description for the task. And I don't really know how to do that in Mural. I don't know if it's available, like deadlines and things. So
yeah,
yeah,
no,
just
I
sharing that with the group for feedback for my experience.
Yeah, I will say that I still think this is not the right call for this. I think when we talk about the like we can talk about the planning on the communities working group, and we can talk about the execution on the communication. So right now you have used it for the first time, so I suggest to bring this to the communications to execute on the communications that are needed, and on the community call to just bring the feedback and suggest like I what I always like to do is if there is something that you feel that can be improved, come with a different suggestion. Like I
Yeah,
think
like
Trello
Notion.
is great. Yeah,
Notion.
so we can
We're
talk more
already
about that.
okay, awesome. Thank
Sorry.
you.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if someone else has also something, some different perspective or something else to add. By all means. Nope. Okay, moving
Yeah,
on.
I just wanted to jump in here. Yeah, sorry, Kuta, before I just wanted to jump in. I'm not sure if communications working group have a dedicated GitHub repo or something to manage their tasks, but like the first step might be to create an epic and like convert all these to-dos into some issues or individual epics or whatever, just for the sake of organizing all the stuff, and then like next week or whenever discuss that on a communications working group call. Maybe self-assign people or stuff like that for starters.
Yeah, that's a good point. We have the Giveth planning for managing and executing on all the communications plans. So maybe,
Yeah.
I put it in there. I put it in there. It's in the Giveth planning as an issue.
awesome.
And
Awesome.
I
Great.
could tell you it's the original one that Lauren put out there. So you and I are both assignees on that one. And then I just linked it up to the mural, diagram or whatever. But if you guys are okay with like I don't know if someone needs to kind of like, or we all need to sign off on what I've put forward in the mural doc. And then I kind of create the tasks around it, or would it be okay for me to just go ahead and start doing that? Like putting the tasks as issues in GitHub. Or actually, and how would I? Because it's already an issue, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. You can, so you can create that issue into an epic and then like bring issues inside the epic.
Okay.
I've never done it, but you can do that.
Monique, can you help me to create that one for an epic, or maybe Mo? Because I know you guys are really good with that stuff. Like, I don't know how to turn it. I don't know. Do I need special permissions to make it an epic?
If you mean Mo by me, yeah, I can help, you know.
Yes, I meant you. Sorry, Monique and Mo. I kind of asked both of you, but yeah. Yeah, that would be great. I just don't know if I have the right permissions to turn it into an epic.
Yeah, you can, you know, you just DM me, I can help you too.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Awesome. Okay, so let's move on, unless someone has still something else on that topic. Okay, great. So there's actually not much on most of our governance tools this week. So there's nothing on Snapshot, no pending multi-sig transactions that I am aware of. There is one proposal on the Give Garden, which is the Givers PFP collection, and I think that Santix would like to talk a little bit more about it. Leave the floor to you, Santix.
Thank you, Kotabe. Yeah, I just posted that proposal a few hours ago, and this is the after the initial designs that we created and community chose, we'll start working with the artist on all the scenarios and all the different options for the PFP collection to be created. So actually, we're gonna launch from all the ideas which came on that forum post and on the Miro board that we created for everyone to share. So if you guys want to take a look at that Miro board and add your ideas, we'll try to represent almost everything that's been posted there on on the different options for the PFP collection. So hopefully we should be able to show you some progress in the coming weeks, and from there end up the collection and get ready to launch the drop probably at the end of the month or maybe beginning of October.
Awesome. And I guess the Miro board There was a link, right, somewhere here.
Yeah, right there, right there, right there.
Oh, here it is. Okay, awesome. I don't know if someone else has a question. Like my question, I know that this is actually a project that will bring capital into Giveth, so I'm super excited about it. And actually, I'm also super excited to have my own giver. But it will be super nice to have like just kind of like a projection of what. So this is going to be the cost, right? The one that is in the garden. And it will be sweet to have kind of like a projection, like if we're minting this amount of givers and we are planning to sell them for this price.
Well,
This is it.
it all depends. It all depends on the price that we all decide to put on the givers, right?
Yeah.
I'm just taking care of the art, but on top of the art, we have to add the smart contract to, create the drop and decide on the price. So of course, the picture changed completely if we sell for 50 XDAI or we sell for 100. So it's the idea was to have a minimum of 10,000 different givers. It can be less than that if we decide as a group to, create a collection, smaller amount for the collection. But we should have enough art options to and combinations to create at least 10,000 different PFPs. So from there, it's up to to us to decide price and how we put it on the market, and if we choose XDAI or if we choose Ethereum. All these questions have to be answered.
Okay. Good. Anyone else has questions about this?
No questions, just for the lazy dollars, if you can just post a link for voting after the call. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, link is right here, and I can just put it also right here on the chat of the channel. Here we go. Okay. Someone else? Anyone else? Then let's move on. Updates of the gardens, the drop up for the translation in Spanish and Portuguese passed. So people that like the giver that work on this, I think has already been paid for it. Nothing on the Energy DAO right now. So I think that we can skip the 5 minutes to post the vote. The only vote that there is right now is on the gardens. Feel free to vote there if you want. And some updates about the bounties for the week. So as you know, here is our suggested bounties dashboard where we can put the suggested bounties and we can go through them on this call. And some updates is that the nice POAP bounty is live as of today. Corey, it will be interesting if we tweet it actually. We can, I mean, whenever feels right, but if you go into that link and then go to devs and designers, you're going to see that here it is, this design for the nice POAP. Communications so all the specs were written by
Katabe, I'm not sure I'm seeing your screen you're sharing. I'm still seeing the agenda.
Oh,
does anybody else see?
Yeah, I'm also looking at the agenda right now.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Fixed?
Yeah, that's cool. Thanks.
Okay. So basically, if we go to the work, it's linked there. if you will go to the suggested bounties where we can place the bounties that we can suggest to talk about on this call. And then last week we decided to create this one that is the design for the nice POAP. I uploaded it today. And if you click on it, it's on devs and designers. There is the option to tweet about it. So I think it will be sweet that Giveth tweets about this, that it's going to become like the first formal bounty. Nice, sweet. I don't know. Any comments on this?
Yeah, I agree. This is definitely something we can put out as a tweet.
Sweet.
This is what you're referring to specifically, right? Like calling for design inputs.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, it is open for open to submissions. So anyone can submit the proposal, like their proposal, and we can choose which is the winner. The winner will get $30 in gift, but also will receive or we will talk about the contract to design a full set. So it's kind of like sourcing talent and just testing also the flow for the work.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Sweet. Thanks. If you have any questions, hit me up. Change window again.
Maybe I ask. So just for the sake of clarity, do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, just for the sake of clarity, I'm curious. So for me now to see, okay, how the process has developed. So there is a process for Giveth core team to approve what bounties we are going to post. You, who is the manager, maybe you, we're going to post on the D work, right? And then there is this open call for contributors to come in and pick the tasks that are already approved, and then they send proposals, and somebody again will pick the best one and will give the task to the contributor. Is that correct?
That's mostly correct. So the process that we are testing right now is that anyone can go to this link of suggested bounties and put their a bounty that they think it's good. On the governance call on Mondays, we'll talk a little bit about what bounties are there, and we can decide to streamline one bounty. So we can decide it during the call, or if bounties are, I don't know, if we will need like let's say $2,000. So it's a big bounty for something of development. Then it might make way more sense to go through DAO voting. So it's not like anyone of us really decides on it. But we discuss it on this call, and we take the decision if we want to kind of like skip the governance process because just not to make a bottleneck, or if we want to, if it's a big decision that the DAO should, like people in the DAO should vote for. So that's a bit the process. So anyone can suggest them, then we talk about them here, then we decide if it can be if the process or if it should go through the process. And the specs are written by the person that is suggesting it. And then we have a multi-sig for paying. There will be like an owner that will be reviewing that the work is being done nicely. Usually, I guess that people that suggested will be the owner, and the payments will go through a multi-sig that is 3 out of 8, and all information about the multi-sig is on the forum. Is that clear? Was that clear?
Yes, yes, thank you. And also, as I'm hearing you talking about the process, so the suggestions, so the board that is specific to the suggestions for the tasks, is it public or is it just privy to some of the members? Because I can see that it could get tricky if it's public and anyone can already come in and like try to claim the task before it's approved. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's private, and only unicorns can see it and comment on it. And then once that it is that the bounty is approved, it will be moved to the ones that are public, which right now are devs and designers and comms and strategy.
Great, thank you. That was so super clear and helpful. Thank you for this explanation.
You're welcome.
Hmm.
And feedback is always welcome also, by the way. Any other question? Okay, so last time we talked about creating the Eat Barcelona after movie, and we decided not to. It was not relevant anymore. So I just wanted to give a quick update that I just put that bounty on the backlog, not as an Eat Barcelona after movie, but as Corey and Almond both suggested, and I agreed that it could be nice to tell the story of Giveth and the teams and our first meeting and the following meetings, because people get confidence and see when they see faces, and people invest on teams. So still a nice idea, and we have some pictures and videos, and we have some resources on Eat Barcelona that should definitely be included. But maybe we can collect a bit more. And having DevCon coming soon, I think some people were also in an event in Germany. We're probably going to meet for a retreat, so maybe it makes more sense to have an after movie of like the Giveth story and the Giveth theme. Once that we have a bit more of more gatherings, more resources, more things to add into that story, and that was what we kind of like agreed on. And so the issue now it's on the backlog. I don't know. Does anyone wants to comment anything on that before moving on? Okay, awesome. So there are a few others that are here that I actually would love to get your opinions on. These ones are more specific to kind of like development. Uh, I know, and I would love Monique or Mateo's opinion on this. I know that right now the dev team is really focused on the roadmap, which is basically right now give power and then also debugging some things. So this will be a nice way to kind of like expand development more horizontally. There are a few ideas. Ahmad has been suggesting to have a referral program, and we have talked. There is a forum post about it, and we've talked about how could it work. That it maybe makes more sense that a referral program, the referral gets paid out of givebacks, so that it's not so gameable. Um, so it could be nice to have, yeah, to have it as a bounty for someone to build a referral program. There is the option of have it open for bids. So if it's tricky for us to get the pricing on it, we can just open a bid and people can say, okay, I can build this for this amount of money, and we can see what they're suggesting, and then we take it from there. Yeah, and there are these other options, kind of like a widget for recurring donations, or oh yeah, like having the possibility that makers can give rewards based on a specific donation threshold, which is something that other platforms have. So I just wanna, like, this is super me kind of like testing these ideas with you guys, and I just open for feedback. These are not even like really hugely developed. Just wanted to see what are your thoughts on it. Oh no, the developers are not here anymore. Anyone else? Any opinions on it? Okay. Well, if you have any opinions about it, let me know. I'll work on further develop these ideas later on. Okay, proposals in advice process. We have improving Q&A. There's been some action in there. I don't think that we have, so Monique actually was the one that created this, so I think we don't have anyone to present more about what's been happening on the forum with this, unless someone else wants to tackle it, but I don't think none of the people that have commented on it are here right now. We have Suga's role proposal update. I don't know, Suga, you want to say something about this?
Yeah, it's not much. It's just stating that I need to reduce to part-time for 2 months. So everything, I'll still do the same activities, but I'm just reducing my hours for a short time due to some other obligations this fall.
Okay, awesome. It's great also to be updated anyways. So not to be bugging you that much, bug you with half of the things than usually. Okay, awesome. There is a proposal for a monitoring tool to mitigate recirculating givebacks. I have actually not seen, not went into this proposal that much, but it looks very interesting. So I know that I'll definitely dive deeper into it. And I think it's from a person that is not a core member. So looks interesting. So the first time that it was posted was February 28th, not new, but see what happened here recently. I don't know. Does anyone have more background on
Yeah, I
this?
can jump in here. Yeah, it was like from TJ from a while ago, and I think there was just a discussion regarding the budget, and I'm not sure the last thing that what we talked about, or we decided maybe not to fund this at this point, or maybe it didn't matter, or that kind of thing. But yeah, I think like we should like have more people on the governance call, obviously. To I think Griff, Mitch, and Lauren talked to TJ about that, and we were using some of his tools for the givebacks program and to look up for the addresses and stuff like that, for distribution of the rewards, so that no one can basically trick the system and stuff like that. Like that was the context of this tool. But I'm not sure like what was the last decision around that. So maybe just like leave that open for now, and then when more people are on the call, we can bring it up again.
Yeah. I'll check it out also and like give a better update on this. What else? So I think, well, still there's been really hot engagement on the student projects get feedbacks too. So jump in if you want on that topic. believe East Barcelona reimbursement was also there, and I think it was enacted also with Give, but I'll leave the floor to you, Rochelle, to talk more about it.
Um, the if Barcelona, I forgot to delete this, but it's all good now. The proposal passed in Aragon, so yeah, this was already reimbursed. Thank you,
Okay,
Katabe.
awesome, thank you. And I also leave the floor to you on the PSAs.
Yeah. I'll pass it to Nico for the body review PSAs.
Yeah,
All right.
thank you so much, Katabe. Thanks, Rochelle. So for our body review on PSAs, just a reminder to please have your body review calls. If you haven't had any for the last 3 months, please do schedule a call. And yeah, the link to our body review guide is attached to our agenda today. So that is the step-by-step guide on how we do our body calls here in Giveth. So we just need to fill out the forms, the self-review form, um, the contributor feedback form, and the buddy forms that we have. So if you have any questions with those forms, please feel free to reach out to me. And if you have an upcoming buddy call or any questions about anything about this one, just feel free to message me here in Discord or in Telegram. Thank you, guys. Passing it back to you, Kotabe.
Awesome. Well, I think that's it from the agenda that I prepared for this call. I don't know if anyone has anything else that they want to bring into topic right now, or I can give you back some 15 minutes back of your
Yeah, give us 15 minutes, man. Thanks.
day. Awesome. Well, thanks everyone for being here. Have a fantastic week.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Katabe.
Kotabe.
Thank
Thanks, everybody. Cheers.
Bye.
For
Thanks,
hosting. Happy afternoon, evening.